Eating disorders and mental health can affect anyone at any age, at any time.
This can create anxiety, it can create a lot of depression.
81% of
90% of all children who die from suicide as a teenage girl have a mental health condition. 12 times more likely to die from an eating disorder than any other illness.
About themselves if they are on a diet at 25.
We exist in a world today where everything can be faked or fixed. Noses can be changed, and stomachs can be tightened, and cellulite can be lasered away, apparently. Because that's what we're told to do, which is alter ourselves in order to be beautiful.
From a very young age, we've been conditioned to believe that our success and our happiness is highly dependent on our attractiveness.
Women, they should be skinny, have big boobs, and they are expected to dress sexy in order to be attractive for men. And men, they should be like, have a six-pack, huge bulging muscles, a sharp jawline, and make the women all go crazy about him.
It's Messina and I'm a senior in high school. I'm 17 years old.
Kristen Kitty and I am 17.
It's Kristen and I'm 18 years old.
I don't know, clear skin, good facial features, good eyebrows, like clean eyebrows, pretty eyelashes, pretty nose.
Like I see it in the media and I'm like, oh, they're pretty because like they have like more curves or like a bigger chest or something like that. I tend to like clean faces and like naturally like things that look like natural beauty tend to be more pretty to me.
Someone who like takes care of themselves, you know, like when you can tell that someone cares about what they're presented as, you know?
Because growing up, I never had a role model that had the same body as me. I was always told like, oh, look up to J-Lo and Marilyn Monroe because they've got two of the most curviest bodies, but there was never anybody with back fat or cellulite.
I get that we like look up to them, but I feel like we shouldn't live up to the standards that they kind of put on us.
A lot of us tend to define ourselves through our physical image, our jobs, bank balance, and a lot of the time through what others have to say about us.
Something called the looking glass self, which is a concept in psychology that shows that our self-image is not just created by what we think about ourselves, but also what we think others think about ourselves.
Like 5.
Sometimes 7, sometimes 5.
Everybody should be able to feel comfortable with themselves.
How you see yourself and how you treat yourself is how you see and how you treat other people.
We're just consumed by what others think about us at all times, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, you know, we put those photos out for validation and it's really affecting us mentally.
I just wish that like people didn't think that there's only one way to look.
With the rise of social media, we literally have a weapon of mass destruction to our self-esteem 24/7.
If it wasn't for all those images you see every day, you wouldn't find yourself that unattractive.
Social media is a curated, filtered, often airbrushed, and sometimes even lifestyle illusion.
Probably like high schoolers, middle schoolers, they idolize these people like so much and then they want to be like these people and it really affects them in like ways that it shouldn't.
You know, each like increases dopamine, as we've seen in a lot of research, right? Well, guess what? You know, cocaine increases dopamine. You know, making yourself vomit if you're bulimic increases dopamine. These are reward things for the brain.
Now, I mean, a lot of bloggers and press use Snapchat as a way to build their audience, but people also use it to destruct other young adults and, you know, just use it as another tool to gain power.
Because if we are insecure, we are a motivated consumer.
Almost, I think every girl that I've talked to like would want to change something about their body, and isn't like okay really with who they are, like even if it's something small, like changing like the color of your hair or something like that. Like every girl, there's something that they really don't like about themselves, and I'm sure guys too.
So what's happening in America, and I know it's happening the same in Britain and Canada, rates of depression and anxiety were fairly stable from the 90s through the early 2000s. The percentage of kids aged 12 to 17 in America who met the criteria for having a major depressive episode, the rate for boys is around 5%. And then around 2011, it starts going up, and now it's around 7%, which is actually a somewhat substantial increase. But as you can see in the graph, the line for girls rate is higher, but it was stable from 2000, or at least in that graph, from 2005 through 2010. And then right around 2011, 2012, it starts going up, and it goes way up to the point where it goes up from about 12% to now about 20% of American teenage girls have had a major depressive episode in the last year, 1 in 5.
But I know that I was like happy with myself, because I was a kid. But once I got into like middle school, high school, I started caring. It was just really hard because like one school, it would be like you were the popular person if you were rich, and then another school you were the popular person if like you were super nice and you like had nice things.
Body goals would be like Kylie Jenner and like having like perfect eyebrows and perfect plump lips and like big boobs and like just the curvy body and like a big butt.
Instagram, like I follow people like Kendall Jenner and Kylie Jenner, and they all have this like time measure, like body image that everyone is expecting from this generation. So,
Ye's got Kim, Tiger swooped up Kylie, so it's one left, watch me go get her. Wanna be Kim Kardashian, hey, heard I was living like a bachelor. Kardashian, Kim Kardashian, Kim Kardashian, body with the waist slim, keeping up with Kylie and Kim.
I have temporary lip fillers.
When I had my face done, that was really a hard thing for me to go through.
Really cares about look.
Kim's standards are ridiculous. Fabulous body, beautiful back and arms, and Kim is very into appearances.
Are 10 to 14-year-old girls. These are preteens. Okay, they didn't used to cut themselves. They used to have very low rates, but bang, beginning in 2010, it shoots up. It's up 189%. It has nearly tripled in the last 5 or 6 years. What sex difference? The leading candidate and the timing, look at that timing, is social media. Facebook opens up to the world in 2006. 2007, the iPhone comes out. By 2010, 2011, around half of American teenagers have an iPhone or Samsung. They have a smartphone, and they have access to social media. So middle school kids are now getting on social media. By 2010, 2011, you've got a lot of them. And that's what I think is the main cause of this, because it's always been hard to be a teen girl emerging with beauty standards, and there's that these models were all doctored up and then Photoshop. Okay, so you've got these impossible beauty standards out there. But beginning with social media, and especially in recent years, your own friends can put on a filter on Instagram to make their lips bigger, their skin cleaner, their eyes bigger. So your own friends are more beautiful than they are in real life. You feel uglier.
The scary thing is, that's not real.
I remember going online and seeing all the horrible things people were saying about me and my skin. I felt so good that I completely forgot that I had bad skin.
The nature of girls bullying is hypercharged by social media and smartphones.
Take pictures, and if they're not like perfect, people just like body shame you and criticize you. And
pretty